Nerds! Hello there. My name's David, and welcome to another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. As usual, I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. Came across this at RT.com. Yes, Musk responds to Trump's job offer. That should be entertaining. Yes, the billionaire has stated he is willing to serve after the GOP nominee floated giving him an advisory role. Yeah, this comes after their little chat on X. I found it hilarious. 1.3 million or 2 million, 1.3 million or 2 million or something listening live, and 1 billion people listen to the recording. And all people could do was say, but Trump had a lisp. He didn't have a lisp. It was the fact that he was bloody on speakerphone on his mobile or bloody cell phone, and it was bloody audio compression. Like, it cracks me up. Fascinating.
We had a great conversation yesterday. As you mentioned yesterday, if we could just record that conversation and post it, it would have been excellent. And I hope we can have something like that today.
Well, I think we will. I'm pretty sure we will. And congratulations, because I see you broke every record in the book with so many millions of people. And it's an honor. We view that as an honor.
And it didn't work the first time. Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, there was a distributed denial of service attack. The system was flooded, probably either by the EU, who threatened Musk not to do it. That was the first thing that made me laugh. And he literally told them where to go. The DDoS attack, it bloody crippled the systems. It's probably Americans. It's probably the Democrats. I found it so entertaining. Got it up and running though. And as I said, 1.3 million listeners when I was listening to it, and 1 billion people or something like that listened to the recording. No wonder they're all so peed off. And it was just a casual conversation. I just find it fascinatingly hilarious. It's awesome stuff. Yes, billionaire Elon Musk has expressed a willingness to take a position with the US government should Republican nominee Donald Trump be elected president. The GOP nominee recently suggested he'd give Musk an advisory role in his administration. Yeah, there's a lot of things Elon Musk could advise the American government on, and I know exactly the way he should do it too. Yes. Yes, in the wake, but a lot of people would have their feelings hurt.
Going, back to this, like this basic thing, which that people try to make it sound complicated, but it's not. But inflation is caused by government overspending. Right. Would you agree that we need to take a look at government spending? Yes. and have perhaps a government efficiency commission that just tries to make the spending sensible, and so the country lives within its means, just like a person.
The waste is incredible, and nobody negotiates prices. You used to have a lot of people making jets, and you end up with two companies, and they'll probably try and merge at some point. I went through it, like Air Force, just a thing like Air Force One. One of the first documents they asked me to sign, a general walks in, sir, would you please sign this document? And what is it? Air Force One. That's with Boeing, which is basically two planes, two 747s. And the price was $5.7 billion for two planes. Now,
wow.
Now they're highly sophisticated.
That's insane.
They're even nicer than your plane, okay? But much more sophisticated. They're I won't say what's on it, but they got a lot of stuff on it. Anyway, but it's 5.7.
That's a crazy number.
It's a crazy number. But I said, I'm not going to pay 5.7. I'm not going to do it. I said, who made the deal? Obama and his people. I said, well, then I know the deal's no good. I'm not going to do it. And over a course of about 4 weeks, by my saying I'm not going to do it, I got the price reduced by $1.6 billion for the exact same plane, other than we had a nicer paint job, if you want to know the truth. But for the exact same plane, I saved one. And I said to Boeing, man, you guys must make a lot of money if you can reduce the price by that. But now what I do hear is that they're going back to the Biden administration and wanting big cost overruns, because they see these dopey suckers in there and they'll end up getting some of the money back. But I shaved it by $1.6 billion for the exact same plan. And you can now take that and multiply that out times thousands of other
Exactly.
items.
Multiply it by a
The
zillion,
numbers are
and yeah.
astronomical. I agree with you.
Well, I mean, I think it would be great to just have a government efficiency commission that takes a look at these things and just ensures that the taxpayer money, the taxpayers' hard-earned money, is spent in a good way. And I'd be happy to help out on such a commission.
I'd love
if it were formed.
In the wake of the assassination attempt on Trump last month, Musk publicly backed his candidacy, writing on X, "I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery." The businessman has adopted an increasingly critical stance towards the Democratic President Joe Biden in recent months. In a post on X on Tuesday, Musk signaled to Trump, "I am willing to serve." Yes, and as usual, I'll leave the link to the main article below the video so you can pop in, check out the embedded links, go for a bit of a deeper dive if you want. Makes for an interesting read, believe me. Yes, one user suggested naming a department that Musk could head in the US government as the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, an apparent reference to the Doge meme and the eponymous Dogecoin cryptocurrency. Commenting the idea, the billionaire jokingly replied that this is the perfect name. Yeah, well, considering that everyone bags him out and said that Twitter had died under Elon Musk and he was killing it. Yeah, he took out, 80% of the staff are gone, and the place runs on 20%. And Musk said something along the lines in an interview with Tucker Carlson. He said, well, it turns out if you don't want to be an activist or run an activist organisation and don't care much about censorship, then you don't need 80% of the staff. It's fascinating, isn't it?
What percentage of your staff did you fire at Twitter? One of the great business stories of the year.
I think we're about 20% of the original size.
So 80% left.
Yes.
So
I mean, a lot of people voluntarily.
Sure. But it's 80% are gone from the day you took over.
That's correct. Yes.
So how do you run the company with only 20% of the staff?
It turns out you don't need that many people to run Twitter.
But 80%? That's a lot.
Yes. If you're not trying to run some sort of glorified activist organization and you're not care that much about censorship, then you can really let go of a lot of people, it turns out.
Can you imagine him doing that to the United States government? Come down and fix Australia's, for God's sake, please. Absolutely fascinating. Yes, speaking to Reuters on Monday, Trump described the tech tycoon as a very smart guy. "I certainly would appoint Elon Musk to an advisory role if he would do it. I certainly would," the Republican nominee said. Last week, Musk staged a live interview with Trump on the X platform. It was more of a discussion than an interview. There was no they had a basic outline. It's like when I do my live streams and just have a set of topics. There's no set rules, set questions, and it just works like that. Then just, here's your topic. What do you think? Give us your thoughts. Was that really good, actually? Yes, so he had a chat with Donald Trump on the X platform, which he owns. At one point during the conversation, Musk called on the presidential hopeful to establish a government efficiency commission to ensure that taxpayer money is better spent. He also offered to help out with such an endeavour, to which Trump replied that Musk would be ideal for the role. Yeah, kind of like, what's his name, Javier Milei down in Argentina. He's a big list of all these departments before he came in, and he's going, out, ripping these little lists off the board, going, out. And this one's out because they're racist. Out.
Estado que tenemos hoy, si nos movemos hacia aquella pizarra, Ministerio de Turismo y Deporte, afuera. Ministerio de Cultura, afuera. Ministerio de Ambiente y Desarrollo Sostenible, afuera. Ministerio de las Mujeres y Género y Diversidad, afuera. Ministerio de Obras Públicas, afuera, aunque te resistas.
That's exactly what all governments need, I think. Dear oh dear, they need to be a lot more efficient in what they do. It's quite interesting, actually. All right. Well, once again, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video. And don't forget to join us. I'm going to start the live stream a little earlier this Saturday. It'll be... besides the daily videos, I'll attempt to jump online at 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time this coming Saturday, and we'll have a chit-chat for an hour on Rumble. The link's below the description of this video, so you can pop in and just check it out. Won't cost you anything, of course, to do so. It's just you'll have to create an account, of course, but just use your email, and you'll be able to get in, and I advise you to check out Rumble, because there's some really cool video content on there. It's one of the up-and-coming platforms, shall we say, to rival the, what's that one again? Oh, yeah, YouTube. Well, YouTube, unfortunately, the way it's going, people can't see it at the moment from a user's point of view, but in my opinion, it's going to go the way of MySpace when Facebook came along, and then, of course, you've got Instagram and everything else on top of that. That's where YouTube's headed, because you've got sites like Rumble, Odyssey, and BitChute. And, you know, if you think YouTube's too big now and it's, you know, number one, have a look at MySpace and what happened to it. All right, and as I also always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
Go fuck yourself.
But
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.